Hello and welcome to another episode of Oakwood Podcast. My name is Laura Staggs and I'm from the marketing department and I'm going to be the host today, and I am joined by Freya, who heads up our HR department, and she is also our mental health first aider. So hi Freya.
Hi Laura.
So Freya, what is mental health?
Well, mental health includes our emotional, psychological and social well-being. It affects how we feel, how we act and how we think. It can also determine really how we cope with stress and what choices we make and how we make them. Everyone does have mental health. It's basically just how we all cope with the everyday pressures of life and those situations which are out of our control, really. But obviously, having a mental health distress moment, that's when it's become too much. That's when people can't cope anymore. And that's when situations arise where people are diagnosed with anxiety or depression or other forms of mental health disorders, really.
So what is a mental health first aider then?
So basically, a mental health first aider is just like a physical first aider. They just solely have learned skills and techniques of how to deal with someone that's suffering from a mental health perspective rather than the physical injury. The mental health first aider is a point of contact in the workplace for anybody, an employee who's experiencing a mental health issue or some emotional distress. The first aider has been trained to recognise and understand the important factors affecting mental ill health and is equipped to identify the signs and symptoms of a full range of mental health conditions. At Oakwood, we have two first aiders, myself and Jessica Rowson. As a first aider, we are equipped to offer a listening ear, basically, and point people to the organisations that can help them, which is above the capacity of a first aider, really.
Mm-hmm. Well, what prompted you to become a mental health first aider then?
In my own personal life, I've had experiences and been exposed to someone who has suffered from a mental health condition, and perhaps I'm a bit more aware of how to help and how to cope with someone that is suffering. So when I basically saw that the training was available, I think I first saw it in about 2018, to be honest, and what actually the role was to become a first aider and what training you had to do. I mean, it was a 2-day full day course, so it's quite intensive. It's something I really wanted to be part of, just to basically support and help those that I work with and are surrounded with every day, of what I can do to support and help them. Being a first aider is so rewarding. In my job of HR, I help people every day. They're obviously coming to see me for different reasons. However, they're someone who is coming to me to speak solely about their mental health. It's a completely different conversation, and I think it makes a real difference in my overall commitment to supporting our people at Oakwood. There's been times that I have helped members of staff, and when they come back the next day or a few days or a week after and say thank you, it really does make my heart feel warm.
So what would you do if someone decided to approach you to discuss their mental health? Is it confidential or? It's
100% confidential. It's got to be a safe, confidential environment to make someone feel comfortable, because you may be the only person that they've got to speak to, and they need to understand and know that you are going to keep that 100% between you and them, and you can point them in the right direction of help, or are literally just there to listen. Unfortunately, people are governed by time, and people want an answer straight away, and that's not what happens necessarily when someone's trying to open up about their mental health conditions or their emotional state at that moment in time. So it is important just to listen, be non-judgmental, and give them the time and the safe environment to be able to open up.
So what changes have Oakwood made since you became a mental health first aider to kind of incorporate this safe environment?
Well, we've raised just a general awareness throughout the office of what support is available, which obviously is myself and Jess, but how to just talk to one another ask your colleague if they're okay. We've put on the National Mental Health Awareness Weeks. We've made breakfasts. We've tried to encourage it that way, encourage people to speak that way. But I've done some line manager training as well to equip the line managers with a little bit more confidence and to notice if anybody is struggling, the skills of what to look out for. We've also implemented an employee assistance programme, which is available 24/7, so people can access that outside of work. And this upcoming Mental Health Awareness Day that we're doing will be the MHFA's My Whole Self, which is on the 18th of March.
And can anybody access mental health first aid documents like on our website? Was there anything on there? Or
Yes, I created a wellbeing booklet for last year's Mental Health Awareness Week, which we have uploaded onto the website. And we also have lots of different knowledge pieces on there which people can access, gain advice from, and refer to if you ever feel like you're struggling. There's organisations available outside of a working environment that people can speak to. I mean, they may not have that availability at work where they've got a mental health first aider, or they might not feel comfortable speaking to someone at work about what they're going through. But there's organisations such as Minds, the Samaritans, National Bullying Helpline, who are over the phone. There's text services that people can use. But all these types of organisations are available to help. And if anybody is in emotional distress or suffering with their mental health, then they need to contact at least, and they've got someone to talk to.
We'll share some of the links to these organisations at the bottom. Thank you so much for coming on, Freya, and for your time. And tune in to Oakcast on our next podcast. For any more details, please see below or check all our links. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oakwood Solicitors is a multi-service law firm. Our award-winning team is here to help you whatever your query may be. Call us now for a free consultation on 0113 200 9787 or visit us at www.oakwoodsolicitors.co.uk. Oakwood Solicitors, traditional law, modern ways.